Hey you. If you came here, it's because you saw the Freya guide and you're like, Zero, Freya doesn't do this anymore. What happened? Look, they nerfed Freya, man. They nerfed her. They took away her AoE DHS, which was TBH, it was kind of broken, not gonna lie. But they took that away. And they took away her, flicker stun, her flicker drag, her flicker Tigreal ult. Everything is gone. Everything is gone. Oh no. What do we do? So it's a tragedy that we lost those things, but there's always a silver lining. If you're a Freya main, you go in the lab and you don't leave until you're satisfied with the results, right? So if you're still, stuck on the old build that I have in my video and you want a little bit of a transition, I have this new build, right? This new build is to get you to transition from the tanky, kind of supporty, balanced Freya. Overall, best build. Not the highest damage, not the least damage, not the tankiest, not the squishiest, it's just balanced, And that's the one called Breath. So, you're gonna enjoy this build. It does not need boots because it has the Courage Mask, and that is the full build right there. Courage Mask, obviously, bringing a lot to the table. You already know what it does, and you already know the team support it brings. You know that DHS does what it does. It helps you, eliminate that tank, helps your teammates out a lot. You already know what the Beast Killer does as well. Already explained that. And Berserker's Fury, why not? She AoE crits, why not? And if you want that crit damage to go up for those squishies, you get the BOD. It also increases her shields, and because they're based on her total physical attack, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. So she's really tanky by now, but in case you get bursted down, like, you're in the middle of everything, your tank sucks or whatever, you put in those Wotaks at the end, or nowadays, Queen's Wings. And that's enough to get you out there. So I would recommend this build more for beginners and people that want a more balanced build. The way I would build it is get your Jungle Knife first, and then get your tier 1 mask, then get your Pillager Axe, which is your tier 2 jungle item, then immediately rush your Demon Hunter Sword. After your Demon Hunter Sword, then you complete your mask, then you get the Beast Killer. If you have enough stacks. If you don't have enough stacks, forget about it. Don't even worry about it. Just get Berserker's Fury. The Beast Killer, the Pillager Axe to Beast Killer transition is only if you have enough stacks to justify that transition. Otherwise, immediately skip over to Berserkers or BOD or Queen's Wings if it's that late and you still haven't been able to jungle. And at that point, if you have like 2 stacks very, very late game, just ditch the whole jungle item altogether and get yourself something that will help you more, like Oracle. So, yeah. Let's talk about the second build though. This one's of. The whole build item theme is Breath of Valhalla, kind of like after the Demon Hunter anime. But the quote quote, middle build is the tankier version. It's a burst, I would say MRes / damage. That's what I would classify it as. Instead of balanced, I would say MRes / damage. It's very similar to the bottom build, but we'll get to the bottom build later. I prefer running this when the enemy has 2 or more really heavy sources of magic damage, like Guzhan and maybe Selena, and let me think of something extra cancer like Farsa and Loyi. Very heavy on magic damage. Those kinds of heroes, you need this magic res early. And the reason I build it the way I do, the way you see it, is because I actually don't get the boots. I know it sounds crazy, but I've just built the way of no boots. It's just part of me now. If you feel uncomfortable with it, go ahead and do it. I'm going to tell you, you're going to suffer a lot early game. I prefer, if I need the mobility, I prefer getting the boots mid game. But that's just me. I recommend you get the Jungle Knife first, and then immediately rush your Berserker's Fury, because you need that AoE damage a lot more than what you may think. For all these builds, I always recommend the Tank Emblem, full magic res, tenacity talent, and if you're not comfortable with that, you want something a little bit more mobile, you can always get Killing Spree, although I don't recommend it. You can also get Festival of Blood. That one's kind of in the middle. I would feel more comfortable if you chose Festival of Blood than if you chose Killing Spree with the Assassin talent. Again, I recommend Tenacity. To me, it's core. To me, without that talent, I would not be able to do what I do with Freya. So, again, recommending Tenacity, Pink Emblem. Let's go back to the build and talk about it. Why is Bloodlust Axe here? So, Bloodlust Axe, obviously you know will heal you for all your skill damages, which she has like a couple phases of, right? So she's going to heal a lot from the skills. However, what you may not know is that if you use your ultimate, and then you basic attack anything, all of your basic attacks are considered as skill hits. So you spell vamp off of these skill hits, which are technically basic attacks. So only during your ultimate state, Bloodlust Axe basically heals you off of your basic attacks. And that's really cool because remember, you just got Berserker's Furies, your basic attacks are basically critting, and now you're healing from them. It's very similar to how Selena crits on her magic damage, and she heals and spell vamps from it. Very, very similar. So we take that, and of course, remember this is the magic res build, so we still want damage, but we still want magic res. We want that burst resistance. That's why you get Rose Gold Meteor next. It's a little bit tricky, but that's what we get next. Then after that, we get Oracle to boost our spell vamp to counter, not all the way, but hopefully a little bit, mitigate some of the effects from Necklace of Durance, and boost our own shields from Rose Gold Meteor, and boost our overall heals, right? So that's the idea behind Oracle. Again, Beast Killer is something you build depending on how many stacks you get, and that's just the way it is. Then of course Queen's Wings, because it's a critical component to late game fights, honestly. And that's basically the middle build. Now if we scoot over on down to the last build, I call this, oh boy, I call this regen / damage, but it's not like as tanky as you would expect it. Obviously I'm lacking the whole Wotak or the Queen's Wings, but if you see what I traded that for was damage. It's not that I'm losing durability, I'm losing burst resistance, okay? So middle build, anti-burst more than the bottom one. The bottom one, more healing, so a lot for more of that like DPS damage. So if you're fighting heroes like Alice, heroes like Cyclops, heroes like, I don't know, Uranus, you know, it'll help you survive against these heroes that do damage over time, as opposed to heroes that do a lot of their damage in one go. That's what the middle build is for. Most damage in a span of a couple of seconds, middle build. Most of the damage over like a period of 5 to 10 seconds, bottom build. Okay? And I'm not going to repeat what I just said. The only thing you need to know is that the Blade of Despair comes before Rose Gold Meteor, because you're trying to increase the amount of healing you get from your auto attacks in your ultimate mode that are boosted by Oracle and Bloodlust Axe. That's the whole premise behind it. You're going to be healing a lot by critting off the squishies in your range. With that being said, you're still very squishy, so you do need that magic res. Freya is very tanky, and she does not need a lot of physical res, and she pretty much shut down any other physical kind of marksman. So don't worry about that, her shields are enough for that. It's mostly the magic damage you have to worry about. So that's why Rose Gold Meteor is there. Again, it's boosted by Oracle, nothing to worry about. And if you cannot farm that Beast Killer, Queen's Wings is a great option here as a alternative to Beast Killer, but I would not recommend Beast Killer over Queen's Wings. Again, only in that situation where you just can't farm. If you can, it's way better than Queen's Wings, because grouped with Tenacity, you become an actually really tanky opponent, and if enemies don't build penetration against you, you're gonna have a very hard time, okay? No matter what they build, because your shields and your regen are just super high. It's really good. Trust me, these builds will work for you. Beginners, top, burst resistance, middle, DPS, or whatever damage over time, DOT, bottom build, okay? That's about it. I think you guys will enjoy it. Again, here are the emblems, Tenacity or Festival of Blood. I'm not recommending Killing Spree, but it does work. I've seen it work. Just, it makes me cringe, okay? Don't do it. See you guys in the next one. Zero out. Y'all be careful now.
What do you mean? I got ulted. I don't know why I ulted there. It was because of the thing immune. And I auto hate to see it. Alright, Freya, pop off. Show him the power of the Shogun. Show him the power of the
Oh my god, too much CC. No.
You're dead. You're dead. Nice one, nice one.
That's too much CC, sir.
Raven Shogun, by the way.
God.
Conclusion, Sylvana sucked. Should have done something else.
Conclusion, these guys want me to kill them.
Orochi would have been better.
So kill them I shall, because they're all squishy, so... EOD next.
My faith is rock solid, isn't it? Is it now, so...
Yeah. Y'all are getting pincered. Oh my god.
Let's push the final question mark.
I was gonna help y'all, but like, I look at the way you guys split, and I was just like, yeah, nope, can't help that. Yay! I'm gonna take this blue buff.
Over here carrying that team.
Get out. I'm not fighting that tower. Oh, they're even contesting it? What?
Yeah, it's gone. Over the tower, it's gone. There you go.
1, 2.
Wanna get a hook? Wanna get a hook? Wanna get a hook? Wanna get a hook?
Yep. Yeah, you did. You got a hook.
We can get a hook. Alright, cool. It's not. Damn it, I tried. On my way. Can't really do much there. Getting hooked.
Yo.
Got you. Alright, what's next on the build? Waiting time. Waiting time. Got it. Alright, this is where I wait for Zero to get ambushed and then ambush them in return.
I want a refund.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty skin. Like, the splash art's decent at least. But,
Kind of like the dangs.
the effects are definitely not it. Definitely not epic tier. It's like, it's better than the dang special. But it's definitely not.
It's like Bedang's ult. Oh shit! It's like Bedang's epic. The splash art is nice. Ooh.
B! Things are broken.
Oh! If you're happy and you know it, clap your wings.
I'm out. Have one.
The Cyclops is trying to damage me.
Marksman's overrated. Oh wait, he has kitty.
Damn it, I couldn't even touch him. Get out.
Live up.
I'm not tanky enough.
Be tankier then.
I'm only tankier than Zor. That's not enough.
You're tankier than Gord.
I'm gonna do Lord. Can y'all handle them?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, let me get this red buff before I do Lord then.
Until someone gets
Sharky, go over there and help poke, because you do more poke than me.
Can you more?
Yeah? It's freaking Freya, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's actually 30
I don't have boots.
Lord, faster, bro. Move faster. Get that fat clown ass going. I don't know what that was. That was a misclick. Nice one, Zor. Confirmed Dorito's hooks are better than yours right now. Nice one. Nice flicker. That's a fat rip on Rito. Flame shot. He's low. I got hooked. Suppression. I'm alive. Never mind. Tower damage.
What to do?
Imagine. Rito, can you get hooked for me, please? Just so I can say.
He's already hooked. Not on Fortnite.
Zor, how many times have you been hooked today? Jesus Christ. Literally gotten hooked like more than
Get
3
smacked.
times.
Get smacked. Get smacked. Ow.
Play some COD M. Free for all. FFA.
Well, I got my videos.
But
Good. Should do another 2v2. My new super shotgun. Actually, no, that sounds kind of boring. Never mind. Bye.